Hello everyone and welcome back. We have a little bit of news and it's pretty interesting. You see, Hotfix 6.3.1 is going to release next week, but is available now for the beta. Which I'm not sure, but I don't think we've ever had a beta for a hotfix. Well, even more so, we've got the files a little bit early. I'm just a little bit late to getting to it. And they do confirm that this is the final planned game update until the release of Tides of Torment, which is pretty interesting because hotfixes are a little bit slower, and as far as anyone's concerned, we're not really getting Tides of Torment until the end of October. Unless something has changed and they're getting faster with production. I guess we're going to have to wait and see here, but there are a lot of changes, so let's talk about it. So there's a big section here on unusual locations. We want to acknowledge the feedback that we've seen from players that would like the unusual locations to spawn for the AI factions as well as the players. There are a number of design reasons why we haven't done this, and there is a fair bit of work to be done to make this happen. But we're also exploring adding this as a toggleable option in the future, more info when we have it. So that would be kind of interesting. Obviously, they do kind of change up the campaign. I guess it's something that they just think maybe has a lot of potential for bugs. But we're seeing some other changes here, like for example, added front-end customization options to disable the purple hand on Unstable Chaos Portal. I'm loving the fact that slowly but surely there's more customization options happening. Sure, there's a good reason for that, for these two, because they can present quite a few problems, but the more customization for a campaign, the better. Slightly increase the earliest turn at which some of the more impactful unusual locations can spawn, Faulty Doomsphere and Unstable Chaos Portal. The Faulty Doomsphere, yeah, I don't know if it's good to have it earlier. It's very expensive to remove. Removed arcane energy from the Purple Hand's effects and increased the rate at which their safe houses can spread. Converted the Purple Hand spreading event into a dilemma, so the player doesn't miss it. Yep, that's actually quite good. That's very, very good. Fixed an issue where the Purple Hand's final event wouldn't trigger, leaving the player in the dark as to why they had left. What this event still did happen in campaigns where they spread to 9 locations, the player just wasn't notified, cool, and lowered the number of Hydras in the Underworld Sea entrance to 3 instead of 7. It was 7 in reference to the Dark Elf Doomgate, but yes, we've heard your feedback that 7 is too many Hydras, even for huge Hydra fans. I mean, overall, these are pretty decent changes, and it's good to see what is essentially a rather large hotfix. Lizardmen are getting some changes because the spawning sequence was having issues, and now they've decided to update that. So Tic-Tac-Toe now gains increased pool for Blessed Ripidactyls and Blessed Pterodon Rider units. Cool. Give me a reason to play Tic-Tac-Toe though, please. Tablet of Spawning now has a proper increase to spawning sequence gained from commandments. The camp for Blessed Spawning Pool can be increased by this technology also. That's very good. The more of a pool, the better. I think a lot of people were kind of just confused as to why the pool was kind of awful, myself included. Oxyodal's missions now grant spawning sequence based on their difficulty. The easy missions will be like the example shown below. Well, we don't have this, so I'm going to wait until their stuff goes live because unfortunately we just got a Word document essentially. He also gains spawning sequence from the Unearthed Sanctum and Grand Sanctum buildings. We've also doubled the amount of spawning sequence you get from performing rites as Nakai, Tehenowin, and have increased the gain from performing the Rite of Awakening. We believe this further improves the system. Give it a go. While Blessed units are not made to replace the base Lizardmen roster you have at your disposal, they are definitely made to empower and support you, and we believe these changes go a long way in aiding that. We've improved the Blessed spawning system further by allowing you to increase the maximum capacity by 1 via the tech tree. Okay, that's not too bad. The global cooldown of the Rite of Awakening has been reduced from 10 turns to 5 turns, bringing it in line with other rites. Nice, actually, that's not too bad. Tehenowin and Mansdamundi now have Wall Breaker when mounted on the Stegodons. Yeah, this is just to get ready for the siege stuff. The Totem Pole of Destiny's Banner Ward Save has been reduced from 26 to 15. Okay, a little bit of enough there, but makes sense. Some Ward Save items are way too powerful, to be honest. Tomb Kings are getting some changes here, so Dedicating to a Saf now correctly applies, though its values have been slightly reduced. Fair enough, as long as they're actually applying. The increase of Canopic Jars from the skill Canopic Jar Hoarder has been reduced to scale more in line with their expectations. That's fine, you get so many normal battles, it doesn't really matter too much. Occupying Settlements now grants Canopic Jars since the previous occupants didn't know what to do with them. They're better in your hands. That's fantastic. This one is awesome. The Rite of Terhorf Casket of Souls Rituals now costs 2,500 gold instead of 5,000. That is so much better. Now you won't be spending the bank on that, and there'll be more reason to go for it. The percentage increase in cost for increasing army capacity has been raised from 50% to 75%. We believe this change will improve gameplay despite an increase in cost. I mean, fair. It is very easy to get money right now, so I guess they just don't want it to be too spammable, and then you've just got loads and loads of armies all over the place. Wisdom of the 4th Dynasty and Wisdom of the 6th Dynasty technologies now provide additional effects, shown below. This is why I wanted to wait. And the Tomb King Lord skill, Unwavering Resolve, now provides Unyielding Assault instead of Immune to Psychology. Fair enough. Fair enough. So no other changes except for the fact that they want to gather feedback on traits, so I guess this is why they've done it as a beta, which makes a lot of sense. The idea here is just some of them need to be changed around a little bit. I don't see any problems here. Uncompromising is just going to be a bit better for the Lizardmen because it's going to reduce the cost for advanced buildings. Sharp Teeth is going to be better overall for the Skaven. Warpstone Holder, I like that. Yeah, more AP damage for Plague Claws, Warp Lightnings, and Doom Rolls is great. I misread, by the way. These changes are coming in, but they want more feedback in general for traits. Overall, I think that the trait stuff has been pretty decent. It's definitely made the game a lot more interesting, though I have seen some people saying that the traits are too powerful now, and we are seeing what used to be called on the tabletop Hero Hammer, just like loads of characters, but that's always kind of been the thing. But good to see communication going around more trait changes. The more communication, the better, really. Okay, AI changes. We've resolved an issue that has been around for a while but became more widespread recently that involved units with 0 treasury cost, unit caps, and limited recruitment. While the campaign AI was doing high-level plans around how many units it can recruit and how much budget to allocate for said recruitment, the allocation of resources failed. Failure was a result of the AI trying to avoid spending any resources without properly considering how many free units are available, be it due to caps or limited resources. Interesting. I think this might have to do a lot with how the Wars of Chaos basically just do nothing in terms of recruitment, and same thing with the Lizardmen. The last patch, 6.3, actually did kill off the Lizardmen AI, so hopefully that kind of elevates it a little bit. Wars of Chaos definitely need an AI fix. They need to push down a little bit more, because they do literally nothing, barring Arbal for some reason. The Arbal AI is very, very active. There have, of course, been some general bug fixes, like fixing up the arrows that happen to mix up between the Skeletal Archers and the Horse Archers. They're still getting the benefits from the Khalida improvement, though, so that's good. Fixed AI prioritization around unit recruitment and budget allocation to reduce indices of single unit army stacks. That's really important. It's been happening a lot lately. It's really strange. I was playing a while back and it was just very, very odd. I hope that they start looking towards like doom stacking, and it's not even doom stacking. I saw a few Norscan armies with just Marauders, and that's it. Like, they didn't really change, barring Marauders on foot. And they have fixed up the performance issue with the Total War Launcher. They haven't said which one it is. I imagine it's the one where it just kind of starts slowing down for some reason. It's really odd. Really, really odd. And lastly, just some general bug fixes to skills and traits. You can see them all on screen. With Catep getting actually better now because Soul Binding now correctly applies Unyielding Assault to his units. It's mostly just fixing up stuff, because when it comes to these big patches like 6.3 and so on, despite it written down, it could have worked in a previous build, then the new build comes in and boom, dead, right? Some things just don't work. I mean, overall, some good changes. It's interesting that they did it as a beta, but I guess they want to buy some time before Tides of Torment, just in case, and maybe fix up anything before Tuesday, so that gives them tomorrow and Monday to work out any issues that might prop up during the beta. Overall, it's kind of cool. I'm just excited that, you know, they mentioned Tides of Torment directly here. This means that they are getting closer. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let's start a bit of a discussion. There's just the one video today. There's a few more videos coming out this week, because I am actually getting back into schedule. And yeah, I'll be live on twitch.tv today, later on this evening, playing Dying Light the Beast, if you want to pop by and say hi and see me panic around. But I've been so excited about this title. I really can't wait. Have a good one, guys. And yeah, I'm going shopping now. I want to go buy some snacks. See ya!